Hey everyone, what's up? It's Liz from Strength and Grace coming to you with another Vinyasa Yoga. This one's actually going to be all about getting ready for the summer solstice. So every summer solstice I do the 108 sun salutations. So there's going to be some sun salutations in this class today. Yay Liz, we're so excited! And then some shoulder opening and stuff as well, just to try to prepare you for the 108. If you choose to do it, I recommend it. It's probably one of the best things I do every year. I always feel amazing afterwards. So we're going to start out in Sukhasana, easy pose, cross-legged pose. So rolling your shoulders down and back, sitting up through the crown of your head. Beginning to breathe in and out through the nose. Deep inhales, deep exhales. Relaxing your jaw. And moving into that Ujjayi breath, the victorious breath, inhaling, expanding the belly, expanding the ribs, expanding the chest. On the exhale, so from the chest to the ribs, to the belly, finally concaving. So inhaling and filling up from bottom to top. Exhaling and emptying from top to bottom. Great, taking your right arm behind you. You can either grab the left rib cage or just have that right hand reaching back, okay? We're gonna inhale that left arm up and over to the right side. On the exhale, releasing left ear to left shoulder, not pulling. Getting good stretch on that right side. Good, inhaling, coming back to center, bringing that left arm around again, either grabbing the outside of the right rib cage, which is reaching behind you. Inhaling that right arm up and over to the left side as you exhale, releasing right ear to right shoulder. Great, coming back to center. Bringing the hands to the knees here. On the exhale, rounding the back, belly button to spine, releasing the chin. On the inhale, opening up the heart, arching the back, lifting the chin. So exhaling, rounding and concaving. Inhaling, opening and convex. Great, rocking up, hands and knees, tabletop position. So in tabletop, hands directly below the shoulders, knees directly below the hips. Tops of the feet are down, eyes of the elbows are facing forward. On the inhale, releasing the belly down, puffing the chest out, looking up. Exhaling, rounding the back, tucking the tail, releasing the head. So using your breath here to guide you. Inhaling, belly down, puffing out, looking up. Exhaling, rounding and tucking. Great, coming back to center, inhaling left arm, right leg, bird dog, reach through the right heel, left middle finger, no sinking in right shoulder. On the exhale, down to the mat, around the back, elbow to knee. And then inhale, lengthen back out, exhale, elbow to knee. And then you can either hold here Or bend that right knee from the left shoulder. Inhale the left arm up, back behind you. Eye of the elbows facing outward. Grab the outside of that right foot, pushing foot into hand, opening up. Great, and then releasing that hold, letting it go, shaking it out. Now inhaling, right arm, left leg, bird dog. So again, heel, middle finger, no sinking in shoulder. On the exhale, down to mat, around back, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen back up. We lengthen out, now bend that left knee if you choose. Inhale the right arm up, back behind you. Grab outside of left foot, push foot into hand, gaze over shoulder. Great, releasing that hold, letting it go. Bring those knees wide, big toes together. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. On the exhale, release the sit bones back. Let the arms come out in front. Wide-legged child's pose. Take several breaths here. If you want here, on the inhale, you can lift and turn the thumbs so that they're facing upward, and then on the exhale, just release them down. And then know that child's pose is always available to you at any time during the practice, right? This is your time on your mat. Good, and then inhaling, coming back up, hands back underneath the shoulders, knees, itchy foot, knees back underneath the hips. Curl your toes under. On the exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Roll your shoulder blades towards your armpits, push up and back through the hips. Weight in the fingertips, not in the wrists. The head is relaxed, ears are aligned with the arms. If you want, begin to pedal your feet, walk your dog. Lift one heel, bend that knee, and bend the other. And then on the exhale, let those heels go back as far as they may. Find more length in the spine here, right? Squeeze the front of the thighs. If you want, just let the hips rock from one side to the other. Nice. And then gazing at your hands, bending your knees, stepping your feet up to meet. Inhaling to a halfway lift, flatten out your back, extend out through your crown. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, left elbow, right hand, right elbow, left. Release the head in between. Begin to rock here from side to side. In ragdoll, knees are bent. Head is heavy, just let it go. Breathe and letting those hands hang all the way down, keeping the knees still bent, head still heavy. Beginning to inhale and roll up. Ever so slowly. One vertebrae at a time. Coming into Tadasana. Roll your shoulders down and back, extend up through the crown of your head, reach through your fingertips, internally rotate your thighs. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, swan dive down, lead with the chest. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten out. Step back, plank, high push-up position. Holding here, releasing to the knees. Up to you if you're holding, all 10 toes are down, spine is long, core is engaged, breathing. Great, and then shifting forward, knees down, tops of the feet, legs together. Exhale, modified chaturanga, all the way down. Inhale, rise up, cobra, shoulders back, down and away. Pull the chest forward, open up the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Roll your shoulders, push up and back. Gaze at your hands, step hop, float the feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Okay, inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down, lead with chest. Inhale, halfway lift, step back plank. Knees down or not, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra, pull forward, open up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Roll shoulders, push up and back. Gaze at the hands, step hop, float the feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back plank, knees down or not. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Roll shoulders, push up and back. Gaze at the hands, step hop, float the feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. So that's one side sun salutation, you guys. We do 108 of them on the summer solstice. So we're going to do a lot today. Okay, we're going to inhale those arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back plank. Knees down or not. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Roll shoulders, push up and back. Inhale the right leg back, push through the heel. On the exhale, bring the right foot through to the right hand. If it gets stuck, just grab it, release it. Left knee, top of left foot comes down. Inhale, rise up, crescent moon lunge. Push left hip forward, bring right hip back, open up. If you choose, you can bend that left knee, take hold of the foot with the left hand, and perhaps with the right, so long as the chest stays square towards the front. Great, release that hold, let those hands come down. Curl the left toes under, push up, step, right foot back to meet the left. Knees down or not, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, roll shoulders, push up and back. Inhale, left leg up, push through the heel. On the exhale, left foot comes through left hand, right knee, top of right foot comes down. Inhale, rise up, crescent moon lunge. So again, right hip goes forward, left hip comes back, open up. If you choose, you can bend the knee, take hold of the foot with one or both, so long as you are stable. Great, release that hold. Let those hands come on down. Curl right toes under, push up, step, left foot back to meet the right. Knees down or not, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, roll shoulders, push up and back, gaze at the hands. Step up, float the feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back plank, knees down or not. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Gaze at hands, step up, float feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back plank, knees down or not. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Roll shoulders, push up and back, feet together. Inhale, right leg up, bend knees, stack hip, open up. Exhale, right foot comes through, right hand, left foot 60 to 90. Heel to arch, hands on instep. Windmill up, Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. Open up those hips, push through the outside edge of that left foot. Palms come up, inhale, rise up. Exhale, come on down. Right, gaze over that right hand, reach, reach. Arm on leg, outside, inside, block or not, Parsvakonasana. Side angle. Open up the whole front of the body, reach up through that left hand. If you choose, the left arm can come over the head, pinky side down to extended Utthita Parsvakonasana, or you can go for that bind. Right arm snakes under right leg, left arm up back behind. Release that hold if you have it. Reach up through that left hand. Inhale, rise. Gaze over the right. Windmill. Step it back. Foot down or not, knees down or not. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, feet together. Inhale, left leg up, bend knee, stack hip, open up. On the exhale, left foot sweeps through, left hand. Right foot 60 to 90, heel to arch, hands in step. Windmill up, Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. Open up the hips here, knee over ankle, shoulders roll back down and away. Turn those palms up as we inhale, rise up, and then down as we exhale, come on down. One more. Great, gaze over left hand, reach, reach, arm on leg, outside, inside, block or not, Parsvakonasana. Again, you can stay here, right arm over the head, pinky side down. Or if you choose, go for the bind. Left arm snakes under, right arm up, back behind. Great, release the hold if you have it. Reach back up with that right hand, we gaze, inhale, rise. Gaze over the left. Windmill, step it back. Knees down or not, foot down or not. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Roll shoulders, push up and back. Gaze at the hands, step up, float the feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down, lead with the chest. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back plank, knees down or not. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Roll shoulders, push up and back. Gaze at hands. Step up, float the feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back plank, knees down or not. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Gaze at hands. Step, hop, float the feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back plank, knees down or not. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Roll shoulders up and back, feet together. Inhale, right leg up, bend knees, stack hip, open up. On the exhale, right foot comes through, short of right hand. Left foot 60 to 90, heel to arch, hands on instep. Windmill up, short, Virabhadrasana 2. Straighten it out. Open up those hips, squeeze the front of the thighs. Gaze over that right middle finger. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. Hand on shin, foot outside, inside, block or not. Reach out through that right shoulder. Open up the heart here for Trikonasana. Triangle pose. If you choose, left arm can come over the head, pinky side down to extended. Utthita Trikonasana. Great. Left arm reaches up. Gaze down at that right foot. Bend the right knee. Right thumb, right pinky toe. Out in front, 6 to 8, dollar bill and a half. Inhale, rise up. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Push through both heels. Reach up actively through that left hand. Start to gaze the eyes towards that left thumb. Great, gaze down at that right foot. Bend the right knee, release the left foot back. Come back in, Trikonasana. Open up. Gaze at the left hand, inhale, rise. Gaze over the right. Bend the knee. Windmill it. Step it back, knees down or not. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, feet together. Inhale, left leg up, bend knee, stack hip, open up. Exhale, left foot comes through, left hand. Right foot 60 to 90, heel to arch, hands in step. Windmill up short, Virabhadrasana 2. Straighten out both legs. Open up those hips, squeeze the front of the thighs, gaze over left middle finger. Inhale, reach, exhale, fold. Hand on shin, foot outside, inside. Block or not, Trikonasana, reach out through that left shoulder, lengthen out. So good. If you choose, right arm over the head, pinky side down to extended. Utthita Trikonasana. And then right arm reaches up, gaze down at that left foot, bend the left knee. Left thumb, left pinky toe out in front, $68 bill and a half. Inhale, rise up. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Push through both heels, lengthen up. Start to shift the gaze. Great, gazing down at that left foot. Bend the left knee, release the right foot back. Come back in, Trikonasana, take a breath there. Gaze up, inhale, rise. Gaze over the left. Bend the knee. Windmill. Step it back, knees down or not. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Roll shoulders, push up and back. Gaze at the hands, step hop, float the feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back plank, knees down or not. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Roll shoulders, push up and back. Gaze at the hands. Step, hop, float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, swan dive down all the way. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back plank, float back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Roll shoulders, gaze at hands. Step, hop, float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Step or float. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Roll shoulders, push up and back. Gaze at the hands. Step, hop, float the feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Remember, step back plank, float back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Roll shoulders, push up and back. Feet together. Inhale that right leg up, bend the knees, stack the hip, open up. Right foot comes through to right hand. Left foot 60 to 90, heel to arch. Hands on instep, windmill up, Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. Turn that right foot to face the side of the mat. Left foot turns in here. Hands come behind you. If you choose, inhale. Roll the shoulder blades back. Puff the chest out. Open up the heart. Then you can stay there if you want. Begin to hinge forward. Leaning with the chest, let the weight come onto the toes. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Let those shoulders just start to open up. Releasing that hold if you have it. If you need, grabbing the shins or the upper thighs or the ankles or yogi toe lock. If your hands are on the ground, turn them around and begin to walk yourself through. Again, let the weight come onto the toes, so there's a forward lean with the body, and then you're crawling yourself backwards. And then inhaling up to a halfway lift, lengthen it out. Left hand goes underneath the face. You can use a block. Inhale, right arm up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. And again, you can stay there or bring that right arm around behind you. Grab the inside of that left thigh. Opening up. Great, releasing that hold. Let that right hand come down. Inhale, left arm up again. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. And then if you want, left arm come around behind you. Grab the inside of the right thigh. Great, release that hold. Now, letting yourself come up onto the toes here, okay? On the inhale, float the feet together. Okay, knees together, toes together. Ankles kind of together with the heels slightly apart. Inhale, rise up, Utkatasana, chair pose. Tuck the belly in, tuck the bum in, reaching up. And if you want, begin to push the bum back. Come down, come down, come down into fierce pose here. And then inhale the hands to heart center. Exhale, hook left elbow over right knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. And then if you want, you can stay there if you want. Try for Parsva, Bakasana, you can. Bringing those hands down. That right arm can become a training wheel if you want. Always gazing forward. Crash pad, always available if you want one. Gazing forward, keep those toes together. Come on up. And then perhaps spread it out. And then coming back. And then releasing the feet. Coming back into twisted chair. So if you didn't do the arm balances, stay with just twisted chair, okay? Inhale to center now. Exhale over to the other side. And again, you can just stay here, or you can spread out those arms, or you can try for those two arm balances. Okay, so Parsvarupakasana into Ekapada Kandiyanasana, one or two, can't remember which one. So again, we're gonna lean forward, gaze forward, keep the toes together first. Find the balance. And then lengthen out. And then coming back together. Right, into Parsvarupakasana. Twisted chair. Inhale to center. Exhale, fold. Just let those legs relax for a second. And then slight bend in the knees. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Step to the top of your mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back, plank, float back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Gaze at hands, step, hop, float, feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back, plank, float back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Gaze at hands, step, hop, float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, heart center. Again, inhale those arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Lead with the chest. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back or float. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Roll shoulders, push up and back. Feet together. Inhale that right leg up, bend the knee, stack the hip. Really, really open up. Perhaps do a couple of ankle circles here. And then on the exhale, bring the right knee behind the right wrist, right ankle behind the left wrist. Release that right leg down. Top of that back leg. Baby steps you back. Toenails towards the knee here. You can always use a block or a towel underneath that right hip. Okay, and then we're going to take hold onto either side and begin to inhale and open up. And then inhaling, coming up, hands in front of you. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, down to Sphinx arms. Inhale through the crown. Exhale all the way down. Any pain in that right knee, bring the right foot closer to the left hip. Not going deep enough, bring it further away. And then inhaling, coming up. Hands underneath shoulders. Curl the left toes under. Push up. Right knee can either go behind the left wrist or the right leg all the way up to the left side. Instep of the left foot. Inhale, left arm up, star. Push through the feet. Open up. And then that left hand comes down. Inhale, right leg up, three-legged dog, bent knees, stacked hips, open up. And you can stay here or let your left foot flip you or right foot flip you. Wild thing. Right leg bent, left leg straight, open up. Great, and then we're gonna come back to that three-legged dog. We're gonna shift forward, come onto the outstep of that left foot. The right foot can either stagger or stack. Okay, as we come in to side plank, Vashisthasana here. Squeeze the front of the thighs. Perhaps bring that right arm over the head. Push through the fingers of that left hand. Perhaps bring that right leg up. And then release that hold. Come onto your toes. Inhale the plank, exhale chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Roll shoulders, push up and back. Feet together. Inhale, left leg up, bend knee. Stack hip. Open up. On the exhale, left foot comes through to the right wrist and left knee comes through to the left wrist. Top of that right foot down, baby step it back. Toenails towards the knee. Open up the hips. Again, using a block or pillow if you need, taking hold of the mat on either side. Begin to inhale. Open up. And then inhaling, coming up, hands out in front. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, down to Sphinx arms. Inhale, lengthen through the crown. Exhale, all the way down. And then inhaling, coming up. Hands underneath the shoulders. Curl your right toes under, push up. Left knee can just go behind the right wrist or left leg all the way up to the right side. Instep of right foot. Inhale, up star. Open up here. And then the right hand comes down. Inhale, left leg up, three-legged dog. Again, you can stay here. You know, doing some hip circles to turn the outside edge of your right foot. Left foot will flip you now. Wild thing. Open up. And then we're going to come back to that three-legged dog. Shift forward. Come onto the outside edge of that right foot. Left foot, again, can either stagger or can even come all the way up here. Stagger or stack. Left arm reaches up. Vashisthasana. Side plank. And if you choose, left arm can come over the head, pinky side down, making it a little bit more challenging. Perhaps bringing that left leg up as well. And then that left hand comes down, left foot, knees down or not. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, Downward facing dog, roll shoulders, push up and back. Gaze at the hands, step, hop, float the feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back plank, taking it slow, so knees down or not. We're gonna go cha, ta, ra, ga, dan, da, sa, na. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra, pulling forward, open up. Exhale, downward facing dog, roll shoulders, push up and back. Gaze at the hands, step, hop, float the feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back plank, take it slow again. 4, cha, ta, ra, ga, dan, da, sa, na. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Roll shoulders, push up and back. One more time here. Gaze at those hands. Step, hop, float the feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back plank. Again, knees down or not, we're taking it slow for cha, ta, ra, ga, dan, da, sa, na. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Roll shoulders, push up and back. Inhale the right leg up, push through the heel. On the exhale, bring the right foot through to the outside of that right hand, open it up at a 45-degree angle. Unless you're open enough now to keep it nice and straight. So you can either go for that runner's lunge or keep it nice and straight for that lizard's pose. So either one, the left knee can always come down. If you want to go deeper, left knee stays up, come down onto the forearms. Open up that whole entire right hip. And then you can stay there if you want, coming up onto those hands, engaging the core and grounding through that right foot. On the exhale, bring the left knee through the arms. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, up. Inhale, back. Again, push through those fingers. Good, and then release it back. Now step the right foot back to meet the left, knees down or not. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Roll shoulders, push up and back. Inhale the left leg up, push through the heel. On the exhale, left foot comes through outside of left hand. Again, you can keep it straight or open it up. Whatever your hips are feeling like today. Back knee can always go down. Going deeper, back knee up onto the forearms. And then again, if you choose here, you can stay there, come up onto those hands, ground through the hands, the fingers, and that left foot. Use the core on the exhale, right knee comes through the arms, inhale, taps back. Great, right leg goes back, left leg steps back to meet the right. Knees down or not. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra, pull forward. Open up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Roll shoulders, push up and back. Inhale to plank, knees down, legs together. Exhale all the way down. Bring those arms together in front of you. Wrap the hands onto the outside edge of those arms. Bring them in nice and tight here so that the elbows are underneath the shoulders. Turn those hands out, imagining a block in between your thumbs and index fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down. Also squeezing a block between your elbows as you're bringing your shoulders apart and trying to drag yourself across the floor in Sphinx pose. So shoulders are away from the ears, but everything is very active in the posterior of the body. And then exhale, come on down, one hand on top of the other, opposite cheek down, take a rest. Great, and then coming back up again, hugging in nice and tight here, elbows underneath. Turn them out, those hands, thumbs facing each other, shoulders back down and away. Again, pull the shoulders back and down, externally rotate the head of the humerus, the head of that upper arm bone, as the elbows are internally rotating. And then you're opening up, dragging. Shoulder blades going towards the back pockets, if yoga pants had pockets. And exhale, coming down, one hand, other hand, opposite cheek, rest. Great, and then coming back up. Again, hugging in nice and tight here. Okay, so now you can go back into Sphinx pose if you choose, or you can go into dolphin and maybe eventually Salambasarsasana, basket headstand. Okay, so if you're doing basket, fingertips are going to interweave. You're going to open up, so you're going to supinate the forearms here. So you're going to open them up so that the flat part right here is down on the ground. If you're interested in this, there is a tutorial on my YouTube. Okay, curl the toes under. We're going to push up and come into dolphin pose first. And we're going to start to walk ourselves in. And hopefully you know the flat spot on your head. Chest it with a block. Okay, push through those forearms. Walk in, get the butt above the shoulders. And then begin to open up and lift off. And then slowly starting to come down. I like to round the lower back and push the butt behind me kind of with a rounded lower back to offset the weight of my legs as I slowly float down and then come into child's pose. Right, and then coming in to tabletop, step the feet back, knees down, tops of the feet, legs together, exhale all the way down. Inhale, rise up, cobra, shoulders back down, away. Pull forward, open up. Exhale, downward facing dog, roll your shoulders, push up and back. Gaze at your hands, float through to a seated position. You thought we were going to do another sun salutation. but we're not. Okay, so now the feet are out in front of you. We're gonna come down onto our backs. And then we're gonna bring the feet close to our sit bones. You can always use a block in between your knees if you choose. Okay, arms are at your side, pushing through the heels and the outside edges of the feet. Inhaling, lifting your hips up, coming into bridge. Knees internally rotating. So you can stay here. If you want, roll one shoulder underneath you, then the other, clasping the hands, opening up. Each inhale, pushing the sternum. The middle of the rib cage up, back, behind the head. And if you have that hold, release it. Unroll one shoulder, then the other. Come down with control, one vertebrae at a time from shoulders to tailbone. Taking a few breaths there in neutral spine. And again, if you choose, okay, you can come back up into bridge, or if you want, you can try Urdhva Dhanasana, wheel pose for wheel. Hands are next to the ears with the fingertips facing towards the shoulders. We let our elbows come out to our side, bring our and then bring them up behind us, and then roll our shoulder blades down the back. Imagining a block in between our elbows that we cannot drop. We inhale up to our head, and then we inhale all the way up, never hanging out on the head. So either in full wheel or in bridge. And then bending your elbows, letting your head glide towards your hands. Hair is always an issue. Back in bridge. If you're in bridge, unclasp your hands. Shoulders unroll. And again, use the front of the body to release the back of the body. One vertebrae at a time. Great, and then if you want, bring those feet out wide. On the exhale, let the knees rock to one side. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, over to the other side. Great, on the exhale, bring both knees into the chest, cross the ankles, hands behind the knees, rock up to a seated position. Let your right leg go out in front of you. Your left leg comes in. Remove the flesh from the sit bone, square yourself. Inhale, your arms up. Exhale, hinge forward at the hips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pause. Reach through your hands, inhale your arms up, bring them next to you. Left leg goes out, right leg comes in. Remove the flesh, square yourself. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, hinge forward, Janu Sirasasana. Using a strap if needed. Keep breathing here. And reaching through your hands, inhale your arms up, bring them next to you, let your feet come out wide on the mat, scooch your bum forward, come down onto your back, left leg goes out straight, right leg comes in, hug it in, feet relaxed, right arm, right side, T formation, turn and gaze, inhale. Exhale, release right leg to left, keeping right shoulder down, single leg, supine twist. Inhale, come back up to center, release that right leg out. On the exhale, left knee to chest, hug it in. Left arm, left side, T formation, turn and gaze, inhale. Exhale, release left leg to right, keeping left shoulder down. Inhale, come back up to center, both knees into the chest wide with the feet flexed. Let the feet come out on the mat, knees bent, feet wide. Arms are at your side with the palms facing up. Let the right leg begin to become heavy, opens up towards the floor. When the left hip shifts, right leg slides out straight, foot flopping. Left knee heavy, opens up towards the floor. When the right hip shifts, left leg slides out straight, foot flopping. Closing your eyes if you feel comfortable doing so. 4, Shavasana. Final relaxation, corpse pose. Deep inhales, deep exhales. Let us, therefore, set out wholeheartedly, leaving aside our many distractions, and exert ourselves in this single purpose. Before we realize too late the swift and unstoppable flight of time and are left behind. As each day arises, welcome it as the very best day of all and make it your own possession. We must seize what flees. Everybody taking a really big inhale here, expanding out the belly. Open up your mouth, side out. Let it go. And wiggling your toes and wiggling your fingers. Rolling your ankles, rolling your wrists. Bringing your knees into your chest and hugging them in nice and tight. And then when you're ready, rolling over onto your right side, into fetal position, and taking a moment there. Taking a moment for yourself, with yourself, by yourself. Love yourself. And then when you're ready, placing your left hand on the floor in front of your face and using that to help you push up and come into Sukhasana. Easy pose, cross-legged pose. Thank you all for joining me this morning, this evening, today, whatever time it may be for you. I had a wonderful time as always. So this is the start. This is a little warm-up for the 108 sun salutations to get you prepared for that summer solstice if you choose. But at whatever day it is, make sure you seize the day. Live every day as if it was your last. Have a wonderful, glorious day. Namaste.